Bart watches as another father is hailed as a local hero. He begins to compare his own dad to the tough men in town. Homer feels the pressure to prove he is a real badass. Bart dismisses Homer, calling him a dumbass rather than a badass. To bond, Homer takes Bart to a professional MMA fight. The announcer looks for the most macho fan in the arena. Homer is caught on camera, and the crowd begins to boo. His attempt at affection only serves to embarrass his son. Bart officially labels Homer the wussiest dad in town. Homer trips and begins a long, humiliating fall down the stairs. The crowd watches as Homer takes a brutal physical beating. He is mocked by the announcer as he reaches the bottom. However, the legendary Bumblebee Man is watching from ringside. He is impressed by Homer's incredible ability to take a hit. Pedro, the man behind the mask, offers to buy Homer a drink. Pedro explains that he is a Springfield television legend. He shares that his career was built on the language of pain. Pedro recalls his journey from Mexico to stardom. He was destined to be a star through physical comedy. For years, he sacrificed his body on the altar of comedy. His show is struggling because he can no longer perform. He asks Homer to become his professional stunt double. Bart is suddenly impressed by this dangerous new career. Homer sees this as the ultimate way to prove his toughness. Bart encourages his father to take the job. Homer officially joins the world of professional stunts. He arrives on set to begin his secret transformation. Pedro warns that the costume is a symbol of truth and justice. Homer signs an NDA to keep his identity hidden from fans. The cameras roll as the production starts a new scene. The director calls for the double to step in. Homer takes a brutal hit for the sake of the gag. The physical comedy is a hit with the entire crew. Everyone is stunned that Homer can survive such impacts. Homer is celebrated as a hero on the television set. Bart admits he is finally proud of his father's bravery. Homer warns Bart that his badassery must remain a secret. Despite the risks, Homer is determined to keep going. He embraces his new life as the unknown stuntman. Homer returns home to a rare display of affection from Bart. He hides his broken ribs to maintain his tough image. Pedro continues to praise Homer's incredible stunt work. The legendary Johnny Knoxville arrives to meet his idol. Knoxville reveals that Pedro inspired all of his own stunts. He insists that real icons never use stunt doubles. Knoxville claims integrity is more important than physical safety. Pedro is forced to lie to protect his professional secret. Pedro becomes overwhelmed by guilt for deceiving his fans. He decides to quit show business to stop the fraud. A famous director arrives to offer Pedro a major film role. The movie promises to be the most dangerous production ever made. Pedro agrees to star in the epic B-movie. Pedro publicly vows to do all his own stunts this time. The director finds a way to use Homer while hiding his face. Homer endures historical torture for the film's production. The filming becomes more dangerous with every passing scene. A news bulletin exposes Pedro for using a stunt double. To redeem his honor, Pedro prepares for a suicidal stunt. Homer climbs the pyramid to stop his friend from jumping. The two friends accidentally tumble down the pyramid together. They survive the fall, but end up in a coma together.